Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of Higurashi Sotsu. Today we are doing episode 7 and the brand new arc. Don't know what it's called because there wasn't subs on the preview, but if it's going by the last ones, maybe Tatashi? Tatashi or something like that. I don't know. Last arc was a banger. I think I do like it a bit more than the first one, which I also really enjoyed. So we'll see what happens here. Um, Obviously, the most interesting part to think about right now is the fact that Tepe is probably good again in this arc. So that means, so it'll be interesting to see how Satoko uses him. My prediction is that maybe she like tells Tepe that school's rough for her or she's getting bullied or something, and that's why Tepe. Because there's one scene. The only scene we've seen of Tepe, really, before like the stuff with Keiichi, was was when the teacher, Chia, went to visit, and then Tepe looked pissed and he said the exact same lines. Which makes me think that um maybe like Satoto told Tepe that Chia's like bullying her or something. I don't know, something like that. Something to manipulate Tepe. And I guess the other big question is what happened with Keiichi and Tepe. Like when I first watched it, I assumed it was just Hinamizawa syndrome, but I was wrong, obviously, because Tepe was there. Um, it could also easily be something like um, what am I trying to say? Like since Satoko and Keiichi went into the house together, maybe she just ran to and told Tepe that like Keiichi was I don't know, like bullying her too, and then Tepe like, you know how protective of her he is at the moment when an attack Keiichi like like bullying, but like I don't know, whatever, like basically just bad mouthing Keiichi and lying might be the answer to. I'm pretty sure Obishi gets injected when he goes to Satoko and Tepe's house. I think that's like for sure. But yeah, I think that's it. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's my predictions. We'll have to see though. We'll probably go like further back. I wonder why Satoko chooses it. I mean, we saw from last art that while Satoko obviously trying to trap Rika, she is also kind of having fun with it. How she chose Mion just because it would be interesting. I'm wondering how the entertainment factors also factoring in, I guess, to for her decisions. So we'll see that too. But yeah, snack. We got tiny heart cookie. It is in the shape of a heart. Quick reading on it. What was the last thing we? Oh yeah, those weird heart candies. Those were kind of a banger. Two. Um, Here it is. Mozuku Cookie by Maru Tiu Confectionery in Okinawa. Shaped like a heart, this Okinawa made crispy cookie is made by working Okinawan Mozuku seaweed into the dough, giving it a unique and savory flavor based from the seaweed, sesame, and many other ingredients that contribute to this biscuit. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound that appetizing. Seaweed in a cookie, but gotta taste and see what's up. Ugh. It's tight. I'm also very weak. Oh, got it. All right. I like the texture. It's very doughy, like well, I don't know, like a doughy cookie. You can see the seaweed. Smells good. I like it. It's good. I forgot what those kind of cookies are called. So it doesn't really help. Is it sweetbread cookies? Wait, I need to Google this. It's very important. Or no. Cookie. What am I thinking of? Not sweetbread. Um, Whatever. You know those like doughy good ones that they usually put like sugar on. It tastes like that. You can taste the sesame seeds. Seaweed flavor very light. This is actually like really good. I think this so far this box has been like definitely a step ahead from the December bots. Even though I admit when I first opened it, my expectations were a little lower because it didn't look as good, but lots of unique and good stuff. So good job. But yeah, let's start. Timer based reaction. Get your own copy of the episode. My episode length is 23 minutes 50 seconds with studio logos, so if yours does not have studio logos, adjust to it. 23 minutes 50 seconds. And at the end of the episode we'll have a post episode discussion. But yeah, let's start. Oops. In 3, 2, 1, go. No sound. Our sound is good. Beautiful. Chilling in the sea. This is when Hanyu like gives her power back. Oh, she's snooping on the Hanyu. True. In it to win it. Or tie, I guess. That's more win it in this case. Yep. One lose condition. Whoa! The super anti-Rika world. Didn't know that. No OP this time. Hanyu. So I'm guessing feathering. Okay, interesting. We'll talk about it after. I was trying to say actually, feathering was feathering involved with Hanyu giving Rita back her powers, since this is like a weird fake Hanyu or like voicemail Hanyu, but it doesn't seem like it. I mean, Hani wouldn't know, right? I guess from Rika's perspective, to be fair, it's probably exactly the same as watching Higurashi. Besides, obviously, dying to Mion, but. Oh, she's up. Isn't this where she got her powers? Or no? Or was that a Wishi? No, I thought she got it after Watadamashi. Memory back. Struggling Nipa. Hate to see it. The two Oyashiros. The Hanyu's the OG one. From her backstory, at least. Which is kind of weird because Feathering's stronger than her. But technically, Hanyu came first, at least to Hinamizawa. It's really awkward because Rita is only thinking of Hanyu with Oyashiro. So it doesn't like really work for her. Because Hanyu is happy that Rita is living her life the way she wants. Fancy name Academy. Hey, let me just call Hanyu, bro. Got her on speed dial. She can clear up this mess. This seems very weird. Because I guess we'll talk about it after. I'm just kind of confused. Because after Wacha Damashi, didn't like Rita get a boost in motivation? Or was that after Tatara Damashi? I can't remember when she got the power to remember back. But I thought it was Wachidamashi after. And I thought she was kind of more motivated than this. But I don't remember. But Hanyu doesn't think that way. That's why Rika like can't. Because Satoko is saying, "Oh, Yasho-sama is herself," but it's just weird. Very weird conversation. I mean, what does Satoko think of Hanyu if she's watched all of Rika's loops? Is actually a good question. Is this like a real fragment or just a Satoko dream fragment or something? That might actually just be the answer. Maybe. Though I don't think so, actually. Because of the way it transitioned into this. Yeah, it's not. Maybe. 1983. The baseball game. Ace pitcher Komeda. His only appearance. One of the best side characters from the visual novel. Food pervert. Wow. Mion's hitting home runs off Komeda. Just the baseball skills from the other fragments transferring it. Where's the leaf in her mouth, bro? And Teichi comes now. It's a trap. With the golf club. Mm. Isn't Kameda like supposed to be bigger? He looks so tiny. Also, his head's more oval shaped. Trust me, I know all the Kameda details. As one of his only fans. Okay, we're going forward. This is where we learn about Satoshi a bit more. We already passed this stuff with Satoko and Keiichi chilling. So it's so cute. Bell pep. Honestly, I'd rather take squash over bell peppers and eggplants. Maybe eggplant over squash, but I don't like bell peppers. Worst pepper. Oh, summoning Rena. Oh God, he lost some teeth. Poor. Oh God. Rita just accepts it. Meat, happiness, Yay, good stuff. Is Feathering enjoying it? Apparently. Right. Yeah, she's planning this with Tepe. Right. Never, dude, I hate when they bite down this way, dude. This is where Rika dies in Ray. Cause she's trolling, man. It's hilarious. Picking up the uncle. In Mahjong. With the boys. Oh, look at that. Yakuman. Jesus. Also, I love the way she showed her hand. That's some swag. Soft high five. Actually, actually having fun with the boys. It's so weird. I bet these are the same guys that were like with Tefe in his house playing Mahjong in the Toragoroshi. Good guy Tefe, man. Ah, well, don't say that. Kind of jinxing it, buddy, because I'm pretty sure you do die. Depends how trippy we were during that scene. I wonder if he like Tepe get a new reformed look, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Be funny though. Oh, oh, this is the racetrack money. She probably does it every time, right? Just to got the gun for insurance, which made sense. uh, acting performance. Come back to Hinamizawa. Yep. Wonder like what's the reason for that? I don't know. I guess she's just mixing it up every time. And this is a pretty bad fragment for Rika. Experience what? Hey, where's her helmet? Tepe's following the rules and regulations of the road. Come on, Satoto. What if you fall and die? Then your whole plan's ruined. It's just so scary, dude. Now she's just kind of faking it. Oh, there's the blinky light. So it always blinks like that. Interesting. I don't want to go to school. Yeah, dude, I knew it. Yeah, dude, I even said bullied. The whole school. With Keiichi the mastermind. I mean, I mean, technically Satoka was bullied by the whole village for a while, to be honest. It's actually a fair complaint. Hmm. Yeah, well, I assumed it was something like this. That's why he was pissed at Chia. Look at all those tears, man. How can you not feel bad for her, even if you know she's literally acting? Those are streams of tears. I know she can really play the role because she has that experience too, to be fair. Oh, God. Hey, new chair. Thank you for the commentary, Feathering. Hey, I mean, that's usually true, but he's just chilling. Do, 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 do. Sorry, that was a blurb for the drum soundtrack that plays in Minagoroshi. Actually acting chops. You know she probably was acting a lot in the Sea of Fragments. Just mastering her acting skills. She went back to the couch. Thank you. Classic feathering commentary. Where it's just the same thing. But it's feathering, so I'll allow it. You know what would be hilarious? What if like Hanyu just like comes out of nowhere and freaking I don't know, shoots feathering. Just slams her with a giant cream puff. The big comeback plan. I don't know. Decent start. I mean, it's kind of what you expect. Um, Especially with the Tepe stuff. Sorry, I think someone's smoking weed at the top of my condo, or someone or a skunk is there because it smells horrible right now. That was horrible. I mean, I don't know. Something smells bad. Probably on the roof of my condo since I live on the top floor. God damn. Bad timing, I guess. I mean, I guess it's good it happened in the credits, but ugh. Gotta Febreze my room now. Or plug in my air purifier. No, I got distracted, dude. What the heck? Subtitles on preview? T- okay, Tataria Kashi. That's memorable, maybe. Anyway, it's good episode. Um, or decent episode, I'll say. I think compared to the starting episodes of the other two, it's not as hype. But actually, to be fair, Watashi starting episode was also not as good as the other episodes. Though the first arts episode one was pretty good. So maybe it's just par for the course also, I guess, because we just guessed what was happening. But yeah, let's go over it. No intro or no opening. We get lounging, feathering, and we hear some states, which is interesting, which they didn't explore before. But basically, if Satoto does lose, aka her main lost condition is dying before Rika, but technically Hanyu introduced a new lost condition with the shard sword thingy that can just kill Satoto anyways, right? I guess completely erasing her instead of Satoto being like trapped in a Rika-less world, which might just be better for Satoto knowing her personality, to be fair. But yeah, basically, if Satoto loses, um, Feathering's trying to send her to a Rika-less fragment, which is pretty bad for her. So some bid states for Satoto. Then we get like a conversation with Hanyu where Rita's mad. So I think I was confused in this one. So Rita does get her powers here, but she's not motivated until after the arc, right? Um, does this scene and the first scene, I was like confused why Rita was so deflated already, because I thought she was trying hard after getting this bonus from Hanyu. Um, and I mean I understand like when she's talking with Hanyu, but like when she's already in the world and she's still like that, I don't know. I guess I thought she had more motivation, but maybe I'm just thinking of things differently. Because it's not like she has the fragment thing yet either. Um, but yeah, we did a scene where Rita's basically starting to break down again. Um, Hanyu's trying to comfort her, but it doesn't work too much. And also, she also breaks down in front of Satoto, and Satoto fake comforts her, also trying to low key spoil her about what's happening. But obviously, unlike Hanyu, who's genuinely sad, um, Satoto's living it up. Also, I didn't mention it. Right. I thought there might have been, like, maybe Feathering was doing something sneaky and organizing. Because this Hanyu, again, this Hanyu's like voicemail Hanyu, where it's like just parts of Hanyu, right? Not like the full being of Hanyu. So I thought like maybe Feathering wanted to spice up the game by giving Rika back her powers, but and like Hanyu was literally like watching Rika and Feathering was literally watching Rika and Hanyu talk while talking with Satoto. But to me it seems like they were acting independently, I think. So I guess there's that. I mean, what's up with the Hanyu Feathering situation? Because I was so certain that like Feathering's just like the ascended version of Hanyu, but after like doing a comment today, I'm starting to realize just the way it's painted. I think they're just two separate beings, maybe sisters, because in Outbreak, Hanyu was talking about her sisters. So like maybe they're Feathering's like big sister. But the thing is important to know, like I said in the reaction, Hanyu was the original person in Hinamizawa. She's the one that brought the parasites. It's literally confirmed in her backstory. She's an alien that came to Hinamizawa. It's in the visual novel. It's 100% confirmed, kinda. I mean, I guess it's like 99 because the backstory is vaguish and it's not fully detailed, but But Hanyu's the first. She is Oyasho Osama for sure. Feathering's not. Feathering might be older, but she's not Oyasho Osama. So who knows what's up with them? But it would be cool to see those two interact eventually. Maybe like after this, when we get back into the present with Rika and Satoko. But yeah, anyways, Satoko doing her talk. It works later in the series and Go, but right now, not yet. And I was just saying, it's also like really, it's just an awkward situation because for Rika, Feathering, or for Rika, Hanyu is Oyasho-sama, and when Satoko, when she's talking about Oyasho-sama, she's referring to herself. So like when like Satoto's like, "Oh, have you pissed off Oyasho-sama?" and like Rita's like, "No, I mean Hanyu's fine with Rita living her own life and stuff." So I don't know. Obviously, Rita's feeling bummed out, but I feel like she shouldn't be because she knows Satoko's wrong. Maybe. Um. Also, I asked this question too. And I'm just asking this questions to myself. You can respond, obviously, as long as it's not a spoiler. Um, but I'm wondering, like, what does Satoko think of Hanyu? I guess she knows that Hanyu's like a being similar to Featherine, I guess, after seeing all those loops with Rika. But I don't know. We never really seen Satoko like comment on Hanyu. I think it would be interesting for Satoko to like ask Featherine what's up with Hanyu. But it's it's not weird just because of how the framing is and how much years Toko's been like in the sea of fragrance and stuff and like practicing loops. So it was such a long time frame. Um, you obviously can't cover like too much detail on Satoko, but it would be a cool scene to get some Feathering Hanyu talk. But anyways, just pointing it out. It was kind of a weird scene to watch, just because I felt like Rita should like not break down as much, because I was kind of under the misinterpretation that she was already hyped up. But that is after this arc when Hanyu's like, "Eat a cream puff for me once in a while." Probably the best Pharaoh speech as she just disappears into the void. Um, but I know that's also like because Rita knows that's all bullshit because Hoyashiro Sama would never like hurt her. But anyways, I digress. We get baseball game where um they're owning Kameda, and this is an interesting fact because we already knew Satoko beats Kameda because we saw it in Go, and that's probably because she got super good at baseball. Because Kameda's ace pitcher from Koshin, the prestigious high school baseball tournament. Um, so he's a really good pitcher, and in the original visual novel, like nobody could really hit off him at all. Um, but Satoko obviously does it. But we get some bonus information where Mion actually hits off him, which just goes with the idea that Mion's the characters are like regaining some of the stuff from previous arts, and I'm guessing Mion's getting some baseball skills if she can hit home runs off Kameda. But again, like literally no one could touch him in the last in the visual novel, so just another small detail like that. Also showing why Mion is best girl. We get Golf Club Keiichi, classic. I like the scene with Satoko struggling while Keiichi's pushing away her head. Another classic. The feathering commentary. I mean, it's kind. I like it. It's kind of like technically pointless because she always just says how entertaining her laughs or "You've never failed to entertain me," and then it just flashes back to the scene. But it's nice to see her. In this one she gets a new chair, then she switches back to the couch. It's our mini segments of what's up with Feathering. Then we get Satoko playing Mahjong with the boys. Um, Getting a Yakuman. Dude, Yakumans are so hard to get in Mahjong. I'm a rookie player. I play like Mahjong for like 2 weeks every couple months, and then I'm like, that's enough. Wait, is Yakuman the big hand or is that Yakumon's like the super hand in Mahjong, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, Yakumon. So basically, different scoring systems. Like you store Mahjong hands differently, obviously. But Yakumon's like that. There's like is there like Manton and like there's like different like depending on the amount of points you get, they have like a general name, and Yakumon's like these super hard hands that if you basically get, you basically just win the game because they give you so much points that it's almost impossible for your opponent to come back from. And if you like steal that person's points with a Ron, then it's just like then they're just usually dead. Um but anyways, Yakumon's hard to get. um so but obviously Satoto's abusing her looping power. Also, I love the way how she reveals her hand. Just slowly, I mean, not slowly, like quickly tapping them over. Very stylish. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see they're playing together. I wonder if they just do that like often. Um, so nice to see Tepe have the bed. So even though I kind of assumed this already, it does prove that every art Satoto does win the horse race just so she can have a gun every art. So even though they don't explicitly show it, you can assume that Satoto has a pistol with her at all times, which makes sense at the end of Go when she just pops out her pistol. Or Neko, I should say. Um, but yeah, basically the whole Tepe stuff goes exactly how I thought. Um, Tepe's good. Satoto says the village people are bullying her. Though I didn't really wrap my head around how good of an answer this is. I just thought Satoto just told him, "Oh, people are bullying me, protect me." I didn't really like consider the fact that like it's technically true. I mean, in this art, Satoto's not exactly saved from the village scrutiny and stuff. So like the village actually does like kind of hate her. Well, not like hate her, but like they don't really like her. Just not like super hatefully, just kind of like uncomfortable because they're scared. Um, but yeah, I mean it's a great excuse. I mean I don't think you need a great excuse because it's Tepe, but it made sense, and again I do think Satoto's acting skills are top notch. Maybe she spent a couple years in the Sea of Fragments practicing. To be fair, but she has real experience. Like it's good, man. It's good because like the village does literally bully her, so it really works for her. But yeah, then we finish off with Satoto telling Rita, "Hey, going back to Tepe's house, LOL." And you're like, why is Satoto using Tepe? Well, from Satoto's point of view, for psychological torture, she just needs to like spice up the method, make it super crazy every time, super different. Which, with the virus, she can literally just make anyone crazy. Waiting for a crazy Chia so she can just drown everyone in curry. Hopefully. But yeah. So she has all the ways. So eventually she would need to do something like that. And actually we end off with a feathering commentary. Haha, entertaining. But yeah, I mean it's a setup episode. I think it's just because I expected a lot of this to happen more so than the other arts with the Tepe stuff. But it's nice to have confirmation. Um, so what's gonna happen next episode? We're not gonna get the big reveals until the last one, obviously. So Toto's is gonna stay home. Tepe is gonna confront Chia. I just want to see some background information of what's happening while Keiichi is creating the child welfare system rebel army protest group. Like what's happening with those two. What's she plotting? Basically, I don't know. I'm actually interested what they're gonna do in the middle because Satoto's not really like in the Totara Damashi like at all until the end. She's just chilling. Obviously, she tells a lie to Keiichi about what happened on the phone call. Um, But like all the mysteries I'm thinking about happens at the very end. I guess like they'll probably fuse the beginning of the Neto arc with this one too, because that's how it kind of worked, right? Because Oishi was crazy, and I don't think they need to like they can do the Neto stuff, but if they fuse Oishi, then maybe it is enough to fit to the two more episodes. But I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with the second one. It's kind of a mystery for me because I'm drawing a blank currently. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It's a good episode, but I'm craving some more. I'm sure I know episode 3 is gonna be freaking crazy, dude. But I am intrigued about what they're gonna do with episode 2. So we'll have to see. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you next time on Higurashi Sotsu.